it together tailored. We'll start by first disinfecting this area so you can set your tools down. Little by little. The first piece you're gonna want to get is this one. Let me pull my glove. We're going to take this and this first thing. Pop these on like that. From there, we're gonna go ahead and put our glove on. We're gonna keep it on for a little bit because this stuff is nasty. We'll take just a little bit, like that. You're gonna cover the whole thing, even up underneath it, so that when it's inside the machine and it's turning, it doesn't rub or anything. Just like that. You're gonna do that to both of them. We're gonna come over to our machine. Use the hole all the way in the back. You're gonna take that, and we are going to push it in until it pops, and then you'll feel it lock onto that piece in the back. We're going to install our blades. So you're gonna take this and you're gonna look for these long white pieces. Sometimes when they're brand new, they don't like to go on initially, but just because they don't have the shape, you just have to kind of force them on. But this one is well broken in, and it snaps on just like that. You're gonna do the same thing with 2 of these on each of these blades. And this is gonna scrape the ice cream off the inside of the walls. Try again. Like that. And it should look like that. There, we're gonna come back over here, taking our blade, we're gonna match it to that one, so that one's facing this way. So I'm gonna take it and install it that way until it locks on, and it's a perfect fit. And it should be seamless, it shouldn't be sticking out whatsoever. It should go inside the machine. Now that we got them both in, we're gonna begin working on our main control unit, the panel right here. This, grab him. You should be facing up like this, slide it forward. Look for these plastic pieces right here. They're just gonna drop on like that. Once they're inside the machine, they're not gonna go anywhere, so you don't have to worry about them too much. Kind of the same with these. You're gonna look for these next, these big washers. I like to put a little bit of this on here so that it'll stick, and when you go to put the panel inside the machine, that it won't like slip down or leak, cause ice cream to leak out all over the floor. Because Lord knows that's annoying. I speak from experience. Same thing to this side. Sometimes they already have a little bit on them and you don't have to worry about this. Just like that. Now we're gonna turn it and flip it towards me, just like that. And here, we're gonna look for these pieces, all 3 of them. So you're gonna have 2 big ones and 1 little one. They're gonna go like this into the machine. Take a little bit more of the lube. Work it onto these pieces. These pieces are gonna come up and down, so you really want them to move smoothly. Otherwise, it just makes it really hard to get ice cream out. So you're gonna take these pieces next. Make sure that they're not upside down. You want them to go upright like this inside. Sometimes they don't want to go on. Just hit it onto the counter until it does. It will not hurt it. Slides right in. You're gonna do the same thing with all 3, including the little one. Take another lever, make sure it's facing upright. Now it's on. Just like that. Now we have all 3 inside the machine. We're going to grab our pin. It's this long piece. You don't have to put lube on it, but sometimes I'll just take what's left on my glove and just rub it down so that it'll slide in better. And you're gonna run it through all of these at the very like that. It slides in and out just like that. We're going to install the panel onto the face of the ice cream machine. We're gonna look for these 4 screws. You're gonna have 2 tall ones and 2 short ones. When we install the panel, these 2 little ones go on the bottom and these 2 longer ones go on the top, and you'll see why. I have my screws ready. I'm gonna go ahead and take the pan, we're gonna slip it in just like that and make sure they hook onto the screws. That's why we lubed that big black washer, because sometimes when you have this gap down here, it'll slip out, and that's what causes the ice cream to leak. So you just have to keep an eye on that. Thing is, we have them onto the screws, but that doesn't mean it's ready to be screwed in yet, because if we screw them in now, ice cream will leak out from the top. We want to make sure these pieces are sitting on top of these white pieces. So we're just going to take that, and you don't have to be gentle with it, it's not going to hurt it. Just like that. Make sure it's sitting on all top of them, just like that. There, you'll start taking your screws and working them in. Remember, putting these longer ones on the top, just like so. Following it up with your short screws on the bottom, and you'll start to see why the short ones are on the bottom, because the short ones would never get past that pin right there. And by the time you do have them screwed in, they'll actually be even. And you'll just keep going with that. The hard part is over. We just have a couple pieces left. So now we have this little bad boy right here. This is gonna go on the center. Make sure it's up in there real good. That's what's gonna give the kids' ice cream a shape. Your next step, well, your next pieces to go into the machine are gonna be these. However, we are not going to put these in yet. We're gonna take this and the lids and set them to the side, because we're gonna put ice cream in first before we do anything. So first thing in the morning, I like to use a fresh box of ice cream, which will look like this. Sometimes you will have containers of ice cream in the back from when they closed the night before, when Taylor had ice cream in it still. This is good to use, just not first thing in the morning, because it's already partially frozen ice cream, and if you put it in to a brand new setup ice cream machine, that is going to freeze up so fast and cause blockage problems in the ice cream machine. So don't start with that. Wait like a good hour. Start with the fresh ice cream. It should look like that. I like to, as a rule of thumb, see that the ice cream gets to that white piece in the back. That's how I know it has enough ice cream. And from there, we'll flick this switch on. You'll see the red lights come on. Start with this one, then do this one. And now it is up and running. It'll bubble up a little bit. That is okay. It's not hurting anything. And now that it has sat for about 2 to 5 minutes, now we can install it. The thing is, you make sure that this hole is facing downward. We're going to come back here. Just kind of look for it. Push it down, just like that. If that hole is not facing downward, the ice cream is not going to come out of here, because it won't be depositing into the machine. So same thing, make sure the hole is facing down. Just like that. But not least, we'll put our lids on. It is up and running. All the lights are on. Everything looks good. No error messages. So good luck.